Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey, it's Nate with another piano tutorial. Today I'm gonna do Knockin' on Heaven's Door by Bob Dylan. This song is incredibly simple and easy. It uses just 4 basic chords and the chord progression repeats over and over. It just goes to show you, you don't need innovative chord progressions or mind-blowing melodies to make a great song. You just have to have something resonant to say. Let's jump in. So I'm going to start off by teaching you the chords you need, and I recommend getting the chords and lyrics chart. There's a link down in the description. That'll help you follow along and see where these chords line up with the words in the song. So first off, we're going to need a G major chord. Just going to be G, B, and D. All white notes. I recommend using your 1st, 3rd, and 5th finger on that. We're also going to need a D major chord coming down here. By the way, for reference, here's middle C, so we're kind of just a little lower than the center of the keyboard. And D major is a D, an F sharp, and an A. Now, we're also going to need an A minor chord, so just a little above where the G was, A, C, E. And finally, we're going to need a C major chord. For that one, we're going to come all the way down here, and it's going to be C, E, and G. So notice the G, A minor, and C chords are all the exact same shape, and then that D chord has the F sharp in it. And here's the chord progression we're going to use over and over again for the whole song. We're in 4/4 time, so each one of these measures gets 4 counts. And notice that the measures with the G and D in it, the 1st and 3rd measure of the progression, we got 2 chords crammed into the same measure. So each of those chords are going to get 2 counts. So like G, 2, D, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, then G, 2, D, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. To make things sound a little bit more full throughout the song, I'm going to be doing single bass notes with my left hand, so I'm just going to play the note that the chord is named after. I'm going to start with my thumb on G, then you can use your 4th finger on the D, and then you have to just stretch up a little bit with the thumb to get that A minor. Then you can kind of hop your thumb back down to where it started, D with the 4th finger, and then the pinky can play the C. 3, 4. All right, so if you get that down, you are ready to just play and sing the song following along with the chord chart. But now I'm going to just kind of talk through some stuff in the song. I'll be doing a little bit of different rhythm stuff and things to just kind of bring the song to life and make the sections a little bit different from one another. First off, throughout the whole song, I'm going to be playing quarter note chords in my right hand. So just playing on every count. So G, 2, D, 4, A minor. Just gives it a little bit more movement. Also, once you start adding these quarter note chords, you'll notice that it sounds a lot nicer if you hold down the sustain pedal, so things all kind of ring together. You'll also notice that if you keep it held down when you switch the chord, it's going to get too muddy, so you just got to do a quick little lift on the pedal every time you change the chord. I made a video all about sustain pedal lift timing if you want to check that out. And the song starts out with the intro, and on the recording, actually, for the first 2 measures, the bass and drums are not in yet. It's just the guitar. So I'm going to do the first 2 measures with just my right hand. 2, 3, 4, and then bring in the left hand. Ooh. That's also where the vocals come in. The ooh. So just 2 more measures of the intro. Ooh. Still doing those little sustain pedal lifts on every chord. And then the verse starts. Mama, take this badge off of me. And I might start doing just a little bit more rhythm in the left hand. I can't use it anymore. So throughout the song, you can throw these little extra left-hand bass notes in. Now, to count it properly, you need to be thinking in eighth notes. So instead of just 1, 2, 3, 4, we're thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and kind of dividing the beat in half. And I'll be placing some extra left-hand bass notes on the and after 2 and the and after 4. Not every single time in every single measure, but that's where they're gonna go. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2. And so you can kind of play around with that a little bit. I did make a video. That's a very common rhythm pattern for the left hand. I made a video doing a deep dive on getting that in your muscle memory. So you might want to check that out as well. After that verse, we get to the chorus. Now, the chorus is just the same chord progression again, but to make it feel like it's got a little bit more of a lift, a little more intensity, I'm just going to bring my right hand up an octave. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. And then when that chorus is over and we go back to the second verse, I'll probably take that right hand back down. And that's really all there is to it here. Last thing I might want to mention is the outro. It goes back to the sort of wordless vocals, the ooh. And on the Bob Dylan recording, very quickly it fades out. And it's hard to do a fade out when it's just you and piano. So I'm gonna probably just take it through the whole progression, including going down to the C. Ooh. And I think ending on that C feels pretty good, but you could experiment with going around a few different times, maybe even trying to get a little bit of a fade out happening, whatever sounds good to you. All right, thank you for watching. I'm now gonna do a full playthrough of the song in case that is helpful for you. For fun, in the second chorus, I'm gonna let loose a little bit and just break open the piano part a little bit, improvise on the chords using some inversions and arpeggios. If you're interested in learning some of those techniques, check out my course, Piano Chord Breakthroughs. I'll put a link down in the description. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, would appreciate that, and click the bell so you know when I put out more videos like this, and drop a request in the comments. I do look at the request. This song actually was a request. Anyway, here's my version of Knockin' on Heaven's Door. Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud is coming down. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
heaven's door.